pumping up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my...
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Lott. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Mariota now from the 50. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Blue 18, red 18. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Yeah, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. First and goal. Touchdown right back. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Kill, turn up. 95's the same. No, check his mic. One. Chopper.
Mariota. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Grover Stewart busting through to get him for a loss of 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's Mariota. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Mariota now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Mariota completes it to Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action, Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long, it's locked. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ebron's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They go play action here on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run the draw play with Mack. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Locke. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that...
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Colts pick it up. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Adam Vinatieri, the oldest player in the NFL, on for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11. Yards there, first down.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trap! Move on! That's right, baby. They don't want it. One!
On first down, Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And some space here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Like 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? All day, just like that.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go right back to Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Luck gives this one off to Mack. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 36, Luck. Ebron caught left side. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Luck. He completes this one to Mack. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They will run with Ware. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's going to go down again. Margus Hunt, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And all the way down to the 42. So a big play there running right. The DN couldn't get out. They couldn't stop him. It was the offense setting the edge and getting the big gain.
Yeah, essentially when you're the defensive end, when they talk about setting the edge so the offense has to bounce it one way or the other, instead that edge was actually rounded off by the offense and continued deep down the field.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. I ain't 50 bucks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
From the red zone now, Love. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they total.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the read option, it's Mariota. Again, it's Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Titans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. Thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.